Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Novita. I'm from Indonesia and I live in Belgium. And I would love to say thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your nice comments on my previous video. I love it when I read it. I know that some people has the same feeling. Some people, it's always a pro and contra, but I respect that because everybody is different. Everybody has their own opinions and their own goals, and yeah, it's different in life and in the perspective. It's okay. So, and today in this video, you know, I want to share about my story, like how I met my husband and how I end up here in Belgium. And yeah, and I give you tips about how you can feel, or how can you recognize, or how do you notice that this is a guy for you, and this is a guy that, yeah, like he's the one. Because married, you have to marry the right person. After 5 years married, I can say it's a lot of going on. It's a lot. So you have to have a strong, not just love, not just commitments, but a lot of courage, sacrifice in this relationship. So yeah, I want to give you some tips, especially for you ladies. So let's jump to the story. So back in 2016, in April somewhere, I met my husband for the first time. That time I was working. I'm the one as a responsible for for taking in, taking out, everything. So I was like manager, so for taking care, scheduling everything that the guests they want to do. So we do over diving. It's very great diving place in the world. And we do also over about bird watching, nature reserve and rainforest. And yes, it's very great. And my husband came there for the first time with his friend. And I was some interesting in him, especially for relationship. And yeah, how can I end up with him? It's just like this funny story. So to make this story short, at the first time, this just normal. I am the one that's responsible there. So I every day like ask how was the day. So what, because they want to see lots of as possible, because they are bird watching, so they have the list. They want to see this kind of bird, this bird that they want to see, or if they want to have pictures. So yeah, we do discussing about that, and about the scheduling. So I arrange everything, the guide and the driver, and everything. So I most of the time I stay at the office. And we do have restaurant, and sometimes we talk to the guests just how was it when they came back, and yeah, discussing about that. So after just I think was 4 or 5 days they were there. And then they were talking about to go to the north part from where I was living. And yes, we do arrange everything. So they checking out, and they go. Okay, they go. And after that, no, the night before that they're checking out, we were having dinner. As like, okay, thank you so much, and the payments, and everyone, talking if they're satisfying. So yeah, to stay in our place. And then I was saying like, oh, you have a big camera. I assume that you have great picture. You can send it to our email address, the company address, and we do collect the photos that we can put on our website. So yes, he said that, okay, when I'm back to Belgium, I will do that. So yeah, and then at the time that he's back, contact me. I think about it was May or in June somewhere. So at that time, I was planning to leave the place, to resign. I want to move to Bali. So I moved to Bali in August. Yes, in August. And after that, in Bali, we start chatting. And yeah, we start chatting. He sent the pictures, but I say I will forward to the company. But now I already resigned. I'm now in Bali, so And then we start chatting like this normal chatting, like, hey, how are you? What you're doing? Like every day he starts to chat me, like he's curious about me, like it's going on, and it's from that time. And somewhere in October, I was then saying to him, uh, if you are interested in me, you can come over to Bali, and we can go on a date, and we can see what if we are matching or not. So it, it's kind of we don't know each other, okay? So that was in October, late October. And then he was agree, so he booked a ticket somewhere in December, and then he came over in Bali for 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, we already make a plan, what we're going to do, what we're going to visit, what we are going to do together. So yeah, after everything that we did in Bali, every place that we visit, it's very a great idea, because you know then you get to know each other better, because it's, for example, we went to the national park, and we have to find the local local guide with people that know the areas in that. And I'm new as well in Bali, so I'm Indonesian, but I don't know Bali. Bali is also another place for me, new place for me. So yeah, he was then very trusting me that I can organize everything, and that's like a teamwork, and that's how we see each other, and how we fix it, how we organize and fix it when it's problems coming, and how we drive on a scooter around Bali. And it was the most interesting things. So after that period ends, we were happy. We were thinking that we are yeah, we are matching. So he went back to Belgium, and I was then saying like, okay, listen, I came to Bali because I want to complete my study, and that time I was studying, I was as well working. So I want to focus on this thing to complete this. This me, this kind of person that if I do something, even it's hard, even it's struggling, I always want to finish. So I said to him, came back later when I finished. So it's like another 8 months, he came back. So when he came back in another year, so 8 months later, so it's about August as well. So from December until August, he came back. And then on my graduation day, after that, we go to central of Indonesia. We do some as well, that our hobby, to see birds and natures, and that was our hobby, that we do have the same hobby. And then after that, we go to my parents, and yes, and he start to say like, oh, I want you to come to Belgium, and to meet my parents as well. So, and then to make this story short, like I said, everything is went well. Of course, a lot of a stressing moment that coming for the documents, and so I first time came in Belgium is 2017. For the first visit, I came here for 3 months, and another visit for 1 month, that I came for, that we are looking for this house then in Belgium. And the third times in June, no, in June 2019, and I come for marriage, So that was the story. So yeah, it's always in the relationship. It's always like lots of things going on. You don't have like always a good, a smooth condition or situation or circumstances, but you always like balance. I think you know. So here is the things that I want to give you my tips, or how can you recognize, or how can you know that the guy is it's for you, like how you know. So my tips for the first time when my husband is came, so he was staying in one of the villa that he booked itself. So the villa is very nice, very very beautiful, has their own private pool, and very nice. And I went there for the first time that I met him. My heart was beating so fast. I mean, like nervous. I was nervous. I was a lot of I like thought it's coming in my head. It's like, oh my god. Or but then I was thinking, okay, this is normal because I didn't know him. I knew him, but now we are in this relationship, so it's different. But then, I came for that first evening, and then we go for dinner. And, he started to kiss me for first time in my cheek. And at the time, I feel, I feel comfortable. Okay, I was nervous. I was with him. I was thinking a lot. And it's normal. It's part of, it's a human, So I was, but after 14 days that we spent together, I have the feeling that I am comfortable. And he as well, he can be, okay, after 2-3 days, it's like the ice breaking, it's finished, so we start like to act like normal, like, I mean, like to be ourselves, to express ourselves. You can be singing, and or you can, silly things and jokings, and that was happened, and it's quite soon. And that's what I mean. You feel the fights, you feel the energy, that his energy is matching your energy, that the feelings, you got the feeling, you will see it, because I mean, at that time I was feeling safe when I was with him. Okay, the first time I was nervous. I was thinking, oh my god, is this okay? But on the other hand, I have the feeling this is okay, this is great, he is a great person. And the second thing is he's introducing you to his family, friends. So before I met him, before this dating in Bali, I already talked to him, to his parents, I mean, and his brothers, and some close friends on the phone. So when we do video chat sometimes, so we do talk, and his aunties and some family when they are around. So this is kind of sign that this guy is into you, he is interested in you. Okay. And this is very important, because the third thing, because we do a long distance relationship, and we do a lot of phone chatting, SMS, WhatsApp, and that's a lot of on the phone, and he, he's always, like I say, he always texting me, and he's curious about how was it, how I am. And he responds my chat or my text, uh, you know so fast. I mean, you notice, if the guy is not interested in you, it takes time to read, or to answer your WhatsApp or your it's different. I have been in that situation, and I think when the guy is interesting is into you, he is curious, he wants to be with you, so he will answer you as soon as possible. When my husband, he always when we were not together in this period of time, he always give the attention, or give the yeah, that hey, I'm here, I want to know you, I want that even I'm on another side of the world, but I'm here, I want to show my attention, that I care, something like that. So you have to you notice these things, and the another tips from me is, the guy, if they are interested in you, and they they always making an effort, or they make plan, they make an effort. I mean, they're searching for the idea. So like my husband, because I was after the first dating, and then it came to the second times to meet my parents, and then we were engaged, and then you know the third time is he's making plans, how can I come to Belgium with him. So he's looking the further step, the next level, that how can this relationship, because he wanted and I wanted as well, so he's searching or looking for the future, something like that. So, and after that, the man, when he love you, when he is interesting in you, not just interesting, when he love you, he will feel as well the comfortable, how he can be himself, and that's very beautiful, and that's very, very, of course we have to build this, but as I said at the beginning, the the vibes, the energy, you can feel it, you can feel it. Oh, I'm this person, when I'm with him, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling safe, I'm feeling, for example, my husband, he never drive motorbike. Okay, this is another example, but but I learned him how to do that, and how can you know to how can you drive in such a crowded Bali, because people, I know that some foreigners, they are afraid, they are scared about it, but I teach him, because I'm local in Bali, and I teach him, like, okay, you have to trust me, and the same way this goes another, I mean, turns around. When he drive, I sitting behind him, and I have to trust him as well, that he can do it. That's also the idea. So we have to make both feelings, both of us, in the relationship is two of us, so you have to not just thinking about your feelings, about yourself, but you also have to think uh, about your partner as well. So, and that's all the tips that I give you. And then, of course, like the final tips is, he's he wants to build a future with you. So in this case, like my case, my husband is start to search for the house. He start to see what can we do to get documents and everything to arrange, that I can come. So we have to work for the all the documents, and to get me here in Belgium. So that was the final tips, that he is looking for the future. And then, and last one, after this 5 years married, a lots of things happening, a lots happening, especially when you're married with two different cultures, and and I'm new here in Belgium. I have to learn, I have to adaptation, I have to do lots of things. And my husband is always there for me, and always cares for me, always understanding how I feel, so that's what I mean. So the man that loves you, he cares about you, he cares about your feelings, he cares what you, oh yeah, of course the the final is, you know we want to be happy. So in this case, I don't want just me be happy, so I want two of us, both of us, be happy. So yeah, that is my tips and how I met my husband. I hope that after watching this video, you can as well meet your right partner, your love of your life, and be happy. And make sure you have to be strong, and sometimes you have to be a little bit slow down, because things is happening. You have to be aware. It takes lots of emotion, so you have to understanding that everything is gonna be okay, something like that. So yeah, and that is from me, and I see you on my next video. Bye bye for now.